The FSB of Russia stated that the organization Bellingcat, together with Ukraine and Britain, allegedly planned to hijack a Russian MiG-31 with a Kinjal missile on board.
Earlier this year, I received an unexpected email message in which an unknown individual, whose identity was not revealed, proposed to hijack a military aircraft.
It is claimed that Ukrainian intelligence allegedly tried to recruit Russian pilots and offered them up to $3 million to hijack a supersonic fighter jet and deliver it to a NATO base in Romania. There, supposedly, it could have been shot down by air defense systems.
They sent me photos and videos showing a large sum of cash, supposedly prepared for me after the hijacking.
The pilots were also allegedly promised foreign citizenship and a better life abroad. As for why the Russian special services created and distributed such a video about their supposed successes, one can only guess. Ukrainian intelligence has demonstrated that it brilliantly plans its operations. Earlier, a Russian pilot flew a Mi-8 helicopter of the Russian armed forces into Ukraine. The pilot said that he took off from the Kursk airfield and headed toward the Kharkiv region. And near the settlement of Shebekino, he flew at an extremely low altitude of 5 to 10 meters, maintaining radio silence. This was a special operation by Ukrainian intelligence that lasted more than 6 months. For their part, the Russians claimed that the flight was caused by navigational errors. On June 1, 2025, the Security Service of Ukraine carried out a special operation called WEB. At that time, 41 Russian aircraft were hit. Among them were mainly strategic bombers. It was reported that drones struck 4 military bases: Belaya, Diaghilevo, Olenia, and Ivanovo. Operation WEB was unprecedented in terms of the depth of its impact. Ukrainian drones struck targets at a distance of more than 600 kilometers, covering a third of Russia's territory. The head of the Security Service of Ukraine, Vasyl Malyuk, stated that for Russia, the cost of the strike on its aviation amounted to $7 billion.
Russia has claimed that the main intelligence directorate of Ukraine planned to hijack a MiG-31 armed with a Kinjal missile. The Russians allege that the aircraft was supposedly intended to be used for a provocation against one of the NATO bases. And now, more details in our report. You are watching the Glavred channel. I'm your host, Yevgeny Serov. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. The Russian Federation has claimed that they thwarted an operation by the Ukrainian main intelligence directorate, allegedly overseen by British intelligence, to hijack a MiG-31 fighter jet equipped with a hypersonic Kinjal missile. This was reported by Russian media, citing the Federal Security Service. Russian agencies claim that Russian pilots were offered $3 million to steal the MiG-31. In addition, the pilot navigator was promised citizenship in one of the Western countries. According to the FSB, the crew commander was allegedly supposed to be neutralized in the air using a poisonous substance to put him to sleep. The FSB claims that Kiev supposedly needed the fighter jet to stage a provocation against the largest NATO airbase in Romania, located in the city of Constanța. The Russians report that the operation had been in preparation since the fall of last year, and that a team of Bellingcat investigative journalists was involved. The person who allegedly contacted the Russian pilot introduced himself as a Bellingcat employee named Sergei Lugovsky. The Telegram channel Zvezda News writes that the hijacking was planned to take place over the waters of the Black Sea. Kiev proposed to stage an aircraft disaster in order to provide cover for the operation. It should be noted that the FSB released a staged report about how they managed to prevent an attempt by Ukraine and Britain to organize a provocation involving the hijacking of a MiG-31 aircraft. Russian media also circulated screenshots allegedly showing messenger conversations. Let us recall that in August 2023, Ukrainian intelligence carried out Operation Sinitsia. Russian pilot Maxim Kuzminov voluntarily flew a Mi-8 helicopter from Russia to the Kharkiv region. At the time, the head of the main intelligence directorate, Kirilo Budanov, stated that this was the first successful operation of its kind in Ukraine's history. For the operation, the pilot received $500,000 as a reward and then moved to Spain. In February 2024, Kuzminov was found dead. The publication Il Corriere wrote that Maxim Kuzminov was killed in the city of Alicante 6 days ago with 12 gunshots and then was run over by a car. And allegedly, there was $100,000 in cash on his body.